Yes. Okay, before anything else, I'll check the volume, because I really need to do that. So, wait, wrong buttons, wait. Doing great. Here we go, okay, that's my stream. Let me double check the volume, so you're gonna hear me double as normal. Okay, it seems fine. Do tell me if it isn't, but I think it is. I also forgot to turn off the alarm, so I should probably do that. The alarm. I'm a bit out of breath at the moment. Just saying. Okay, I have an alarm there, and I have an alarm there. So I'm gonna set an alarm for 16:50, because I have only until 16:50, which is 2 hours, but still not enough. That's not enough time. Here we go. I just washed my hair too, so I'm a bit of a mess. Let's continue. I'm so excited. I do not remember the voices or anything. I do remember the fact that we started on the new character and that we got put in the hospital. I remember that much. So let's go. I'm so excited. Today's lucky color, gold. The lucky object, ball. The lucky number, 5. At first, the conversation between us doesn't flow. I have no idea what to talk about. Mitsuki keeps quiet, as if she's worried she might scare me. Only Senpai tries to build bonds between us, warming the cold hospital room with a kind sunny smile. How are you today? Does your head hurt? I'm fine. Oh, wonderful. It's great that you get to have a hospital room all to yourself. Lucky you. My parents paid for it. Okay. That's so awkward. The awkwardness of that. An uncomfortable pause hangs. After being confronted with such an awkward silence, I personally would have stopped wasting my time on pointless visits with a complete stranger. Senpai, however, is cut from a different cloth. I'm gonna struggle with speaking, I feel like. Something is wrong with me today. Oh, I know. Wait just a moment. He rummages through his backpack and pulls some yellow balls. What is this? Senpai tosses the first ball into the air. Almost immediately after, a second one follows. Senpai's hand moves only slightly, as if he is an outside observer and the orbs are rushing upwards of their own volition. Wow. But that's not all. A third ball joins the merry dance. There he goes again. Why not? You like it, right, Fuyumi? I sure do. You're quite skilled. I am mesmerized by the confident, precise movements. See? She doesn't mind. Don't be deceived, Fuyumi. He'd only recently learned not to drop them all on his head. Don't be jealous. I'm impressed. His best record is 4 balls. I feel a little dizzy, but I want to see the enchanting performance through to the end. A 4th golden ball comes into play. What? You're on fire today. Senpai diligently juggles the balls while beads of sweat marks his forehead, but his smile never falters even by a nanometer. It's impossible to take my eyes off him. 5. Well done. Mitsuki claps her hands with genuine admiration. Indeed, it's awesome. You managed to beat your record. Yeah, today is my lucky day. The dazzling golden dance stops. I watch with reluctance as Senpai puts the balls back into his backpack. Where did you learn to do that? Senpai and Mitsuki exchange cheerful looks. We're both members of our school's magician club. Magicians? Not what you were expecting, huh? But I really am into these kinds of things. To start, I'm surprised that their school even has a club like that in the first place. A variety of occult-related circles and groups of amateur ghost hunters are in vogue right now. But I'd really have to strain my mind to picture Mitsuki juggling apples. I like card tricks. It's like she read my mind. Card tricks? That's amazing. You think that's cool? Then you're going to love this. Senpai rolls up his sleeves and holds his open palm out to me. There's a single cube of dice laying on it. Poof. The palm with the dice clenches into a fist, then opens empty. Look. And now? Senpai's hand slides into the breast pocket of my shirt and freezes there. That's awkward. A clattering sound rings out in the silence, and a small object skips and hops to Mitsuki's feet. I'm sorry, something went wrong. I was supposed to get the dice out of your pocket. He carefully draws his hand away, and I can finally breathe again. You can't have it all. It's looking like you've spent the last bit of your luck breaking your juggling record. Mitsuki picks up the dice and returns it to Senpai. He sighs and snubs his shoulders to feign defeat. It's about skill, not luck. Don't you usually use coins for this trick? Yeah, but I don't want to be like everyone else. This trick is terribly banal. Banal? As it is. He shows his open palm once again. But this time, there are 2 dice riding on it. I consider these dice my lucky charm. Sometimes, when I don't know what to do, I throw them and see what comes out. Even numbers mean yes, and odd ones mean no. I'm trusting your fate to a couple of plastic cubes. How arbitrary. Well, you're not wrong about that. You trust only your skills, but you carry around a lucky amulet? There's a logical fallacy here somewhere. Oh, come on. We all laugh. I like this so much. I have such a worried feeling too. Oh, hi, my cat. My cat is here today. Yay! And just like that, the day's visiting hours go flying by. Are you on my left side? Oh, you're on my left side. Oh, did I not bring your... Oh, I'm sorry, did I not bring it? I'm not bring it. Give me one moment, guys. I need to bring him a thing that he wants. And I bring it here. I don't know if you'll regret me bringing it over here though. I should get one more of these. Go on. There you go. Are you gonna jump up? Okay, you're over there now? Okay. Oh, you're looking at yourself and then you're so pretty. Okay, I'll continue now. Senpai turns out to be so amazing that it effortlessly melts the ice of awkwardness between us, and I find myself feeling eager with anticipation for their next visit. The lucky color of the day, white. The lucky object, postcard. The lucky number, 25. Senpai sits next to me on a chair and talks about every little thing he saw outside the hospital. Without his stories, I would have died of boredom. Even books are bad for me because of headache attacks. There's nothing more romantic than a snowy Christmas. Senpai cheerfully shakes his head. Who would have thought? Oh, you have a shred of romance in you after all. Why the surprise? Like any young lady, I love bright lights, warm scarves, and hot cocoa. And you believe in ghosts? It's trendy to believe in them now, so why not? That doesn't sound very romantic. Do you have a boyfriend, Mitsuki? I'm sure Mitsuki has admirers lining up for her. There's no way she doesn't. She really knows how to carry a conversation. Her grades are excellent, and she's more than willing to help a complete stranger. She's probably a great cook as well. The ideal girlfriend. Oh gosh, I struggled with that one, huh? But she shakes her head. Alas, for me, I don't. Naturally, since you ignore all love letters and confessions. Tell me about it, Mr. Popular. My breath catches in my chest as I feel a seedling of fear set in my heart. Is Senpai dating someone? Why does that possibility frighten me? Apparently, my emotions come out clearly on my face, given the cryptic way Mitsuki smiles at me. No, I'll be alone for Christmas as well. A charming blush touches his cheeks. We're like a club of desperate loners. You're the only person I know who could so easily make light of our sad situation. Oh, you flatter me. I laugh as I feel a sense of relief wash over me. Have you signed your Christmas cards yet? I don't feel like counting the topic of couples and love, so I try to steer the conversation in a different direction. Senpai immediately comes to my aid as he decides to ramble on about the hassle of dealing with endless New Year cards. In response, Mitsuki teases and prods him in a way that only friends could. Looking at how cheerfully and casually they are chatting, I realize that I myself have never talked to anyone with such ease. Is this what friendship looks like? It's even better than I'd ever imagined. Oh, goodness, I'm struggling. My past now seems bleak and painted in pale, lifeless grey. Why hadn't I noticed before that I was living in such a dull world? In a way, Senpai and Mitsuki saved me twice. And even if I knew what was going to happen to us next, would I changed anything? Wait, what? Would have I changed anything? I think the writing it took a little bit of a boom. Would I have changed anything? That's ominous. Today's lucky color, red. The lucky object, glasses. The lucky number, 3. Lying in my hospital bed, talking with the two of them, I discovered new emotions, new feelings, and even new nuances to human behavior I never knew could exist. Everything in my life begins to feel brand new, and it's all surprisingly pleasant. It comes naturally to me to hold faith that Mitsuki would never betray me. And Senpai, the stoic composure I had prided myself on for so long, shatters to bits the very moment Senpai so much as looks at me. My face starts burning, my throat treacherously makes incoherent nonsense. My hands stop obeying me. I never know what to do with them. I have never experienced anything like it, and yet the storm of feelings seems more pleasant than burdensome. Warmth swirls in my chest at the thought of Senpai. Okay, she has fallen for him, that's okay. Well, time to go. He's about to get up, but pauses when I notice that Mitsuki remains standing by the window. Mitsuki? But she doesn't move, even though usually they leave together. Senpai and I exchange curious glances. Meanwhile, Mitsuki winks conspiratorially at me. There we go. I'd like to have a chat with Fuyumi. In private. Senpai blinks his eyes a couple of times before a sly grin stretches across his handsome face. Girl talk. Exactly. Sometimes I feel like a third wheel to you too. You wouldn't get in the way. How rude. Did she say you wouldn't? You wouldn't get it anyway. Oh, okay. I read it wrong either way. Don't tempt your fate. Don't tempt your fate. What if he hears something you shouldn't? Senpai laughs. But instead of answering, he only waves goodbye and leaves the room. Mitsuki takes his usual bedside seat. She sits motionless for a few moments, her pale fists folded in her lap, then looks straight into my eyes. Are you going to confess to Senpai? Huh? I almost jump on the bed in shock. What is she talking about? Noticing the genuine confusion on my face, Mitsuki frowns discontentedly. It's as plain as day that you got a crush on him. What is she talking about? Me and Senpai? Blood rushes to my face. I probably flare up like a torch. Mitsuki shakes her head contentedly. I knew it. Don't suffer, admit it already. But how can I... Mitsuki lets out a heavy sigh. Listen to me carefully, Fuyumi. You like Senpai, and he, without a doubt, likes you. Why don't you two stop screwing around and admit it to each other? I don't know. Get it together, Fuyumi. Otherwise, your only chance will be gone before you know it. But I don't suit him. These glasses and me and him. I'm left completely dismayed. The former collected Fuyumi has evaporated. Now in her place sits a ridiculous creature, red as a tomato, mumbling pathetic excuses under her breath. Mitsuki abruptly stands up and takes off my glasses. Senpai doesn't care about that kind of nonsense, but if you don't like something, make an effort to change it. You must be strong, Fuyumi. In the Saizima weak people are always left with nothing. Having said this strange phrase, she leaves. I'm completely dismayed. I like Senpai? Senpai likes me? A new wave of heat surges my cheeks. The more I think it over, the more convinced I am that Mitsuki is right. There's no other explanation. I'm in love with Senpai. I'm head over heels for him. I decide to come clean on Christmas Eve. I'm pulsing with anxiety, but I know that the sooner I speak the truth out loud, the sooner the heaviness will go away. Something is worrying me. Maybe because I know what this game is all about, but still, something has me worried. Today's lucky color, black. The lucky object, daffodil. The lucky number, 0. Okay. Oh. I thought I heard my cat. For the first time, Senpai and I are alone in the room. He's talking about his school life and the upcoming exams as usual. I'm sitting, clutching the edge of the blanket in my hands, unable to grasp the meaning of his words. I have to say something before I chicken out. So I'm not quite good at history, but not as bad as Mitsuki at math. Senpai? What's the matter? You're making a weird face. He smiles as he always does, in a friendly, teasing way. My heart jumps to my throat. He's so close. Closer than ever before. And yet at the same time, he's so far away. Senpai, my heart is beating at a frantic pace. Another second is going to explode. I know what you want to say. I understand your feelings. If you really want this, I'll listen. Senpai becomes very serious, but this isn't how I imagined a romantic confession. I like you. Would you go out with me? Senpai takes a deep breath and resolutely lowers his head in front of me in a half bow. Forgive me, I can't be with you. I feel like a knife has cut off my thoughts. All I can do is stare dumbly at Senpai and flap my eyelashes. I'm at a complete loss for what emotions I'm feeling. Yeah, I thought so. I'm sorry, I know it's hard for you. If you want, we'll never see each other again. What? No. I know it's selfish, but I personally hope that we could remain friends. Tears come to my eyes. I hurriedly put my glasses back on. Yeah, of course, you're right. I value our friendship very much too. Thank you for listening to what I had to say. What I had to say? Oh yeah, I guess. If you don't mind. Gently, like the most fragile treasure, he squeezes my hand and puts something in it. Dice? My Christmas present to you. Sorry it's so lame. But this is your lucky... I'd love for it to bring you good luck too. I know you don't believe in all these fake things, but don't throw it away, okay? Senpai turns away. Merry Christmas, Fuyumi. He leaves, carefully closing the door behind him. I'm left sitting in an empty hospital room. There isn't a single rational thought left in my head. I've sat there mourning my broken heart. What? How? Why? My body is paralyzed, just like back then in the alley. Even the tears have dried up. But the last time Senpai saved me, now I'm all alone. Now I'm alone, and no one will come to my aid. What good are feelings if they bring so much pain? Today's lucky color, red. The lucky object, hair clip. The lucky number, 2. I managed to come to my senses only the day after Christmas. The failed confession now seems terribly stupid. A boy rejected me, big deal. Why did I behave like my life has lost meaning? Now I'm ashamed of my senses and stupid behavior. Mitsuki, who came alone this time, is sitting on a chair with a detached look. We're both silent. Forgive me. For what? I didn't think Senpai would reject you. Mitsuki's more gloomy than ever. It's the first time I've seen her like this. It's not your fault. No, it is. I spurred you on. Somehow I was sure your feelings were mutual. I should have minded my own business. It's fine. You were right. It was for the best that I'd gotten it all out. Even if I'd have known that he would reject me, and now, No? Now what? Do I feel better? Am I really more at ease, but more at peace than before I confessed to him? Okay, can I honestly say I'm happy with the way things turned out? No, never. I feel terrible. It's agony. I clench the dice he'd given me tightly. Mitsuki understands everything from my expression. She lets out a heavy sigh. I don't know if this would make you feel better, but you're not alone in this. Wow, that's news to me. Is there someone you like? Yeah, there's this boy. He's in the class next to mine. This revelation is so shocking that I even forget about the turmoil raging inside me. And he rejected you? You? I haven't confessed to him yet. Ironic considering how I'd pushed you recently. Why not? I'm almost 100% sure he'd reject me. From all that it seems, he already has a girlfriend. I don't have a chance, not by any stretch. I genuinely feel sorry for Mitsuki. Besides, she and I are in the same boat, caught in the same hopeless situations. I no longer look up at Mitsuki in admiration. Now, I share her pain as an equal. I'd hoped that at least in your case it would work out, if only I'd known. It's fine. What's done is done. We fall silence, but... Silence? Silent, but it's not an awkward silence that would make any onlookers pity us. We become good friends enough. Good enough friends that we can both comfortably share quiet moments together. Maybe... come visit me on vacation when you get out of the hospital? I nod happily. Okay. Are we out of the hospital finally? Soon I'm discharged. Okay, we got the answer immediately. Oops. My stay in the hospital wasn't very long, but everything that happened makes it seem like years have passed. It's so weird standing in my room, seeing my parents' face, thinking about having to go back to school after New Year's Eve to people who will never be my friends. Everything looks different now. No, not like this. And all the gears are also in threes. Would you look at that? Never getting away from the threes. I've become a completely different person. And this person can't help but think about Senpai. Today's lucky color, green. Today's lucky object, dice. The lucky number, 3. Oh yeah, the number 3, of course. Yes, the most lucky of numbers, isn't it? Also, so Senpai's eyes are the lucky color, and his favorite object, the dice, are the lucky. Okay. New me doesn't waste time, and at the first opportunity invites Mitsuki to visit. For a while, we discuss holidays and New Year's Eve, but very soon the conversation turns to the topic that we both care about. I love the feeling of our cohesion. Oops. How's it going with you and Senpai? Mitsuki asked with seeming calmness, but I noticed her eyes narrowing slightly. I received a postcard from him. We texted each other a few times, but that's it. Looks like he's uncomfortable talking with me after all. Why is it going like this? If only we went on a date, I bet it would have changed his mind. Perhaps. Love can't be forced, huh? Just like I couldn't bring myself to like Shamrock, despite his popularity. Something in my words make me and Mitsuki freeze. It seems we got the same idea. Since we're discussing this, I'm the first to break the silence, as Mitsuki is hesitating for some reason. Gloomy expressions still linger on her face. You know about them, right, Mitsuki? Love spells. Why are you... What? Huh? Why you gotta do this? Also, is this an alternate reality or something? Because here Mitsuki seems fine, and I'm guessing she's not gonna end up fine. I'm a bit confused. Yeah, of course. Why don't we give it a try? What do we have to lose? I can't believe such a phrase has escaped my lips. The former me wouldn't have left one stone standing of this idea. So crazy and unreliable. It's as if the moment Senpai gave me so I could die, so I began to believe in subtle matters. Seriously, why not give it a try? We won't hurt anyone, and if it doesn't work, so be it. Yeah, it might not work. I can't just sit and do nothing. I need to blow off energy. You really don't lose anything? She runs her fingers across the surface of the table in an uncertain gesture. Then, let the fate decide. I pull out the dice given to me by Senpai. Even number, we're going to try spell. Odd, settle down and watch a new episode of A33. Deal? I walk over to the table and roll the dice. Am I expecting some certain result? Doubtful. My thoughts are confused, filled with doubt and nervousness. However, when the dice stops, showing the number 3, of course it's a 3! Showing the number 3, I feel a giant wave of disappointment. Well, what does it say? In a quick motion, I lightly poke the dice. Oh, of course we do. Of course. Did you forget that the lucky number apparently today was a 3? Do you think it was for a reason? 4 it seems. Fate allows us to take a risk. Well, then that's what we're going to do. Alone, I lack the resolve to do it. But with Mitsuki so calm and reliable, sky's the limit. We say goodbye to each other. I promise to look on life for a spell. Mitsuki simply nods. Naturally, love spells are foolish and frivolous stuff. Just a way to distract myself and have a little fun. Senpai isn't going to fall in love with someone just like that, without a single reason. And yet, there is hope in my chest, and I crush the dice until it hurts. I spend the entire evening researching relevant articles on Shamrock. Many spells are immediately discarded as it's obvious that they were composed for fun, not results. Some look more or less adequate. For some reason, I keep stumbling upon an article titled 3 Nights with a Dead Lover. It sounds like a title of a latest novel, but something about this lover intrigues me. Who is the dead lover? What caused his death? Why 3 nights? Of course it's the number 3 again. I gave other, less popular sites a search as well, but my thoughts keep returning to that mysterious dead lover again and again. No matter how skeptical I am, I have to admit that I get the feeling it's a sign from above. Yeah, it's a sign that you should not do it. Lucky color for today, blue. Lucky object, smartphone. The lucky number, 3. It's a 3 again, huh? Why? The next day comes. I wait for Mitsuki's arrival, burning with excitement. She even freezes for a second, caught off guard by my seal. I'm sure we can do it. Look. I instantly find the article about the dead lover on my smartphone. It's like he wants us to read about himself. The ideal option. Mitsuki takes my phone. The dead lover is a character from popular urban legend. The gist of the legend is simple. A handsome young man, madly in love with his girlfriend, died because of an accident. Instead of mourning for her dead lover, the girl quickly found another. Since then, the dead lover has been punishing those whose love he finds wanting, and does his best to aid those who are beautifully faithful. Therefore, only people who are completely sure of their feelings seek his help. Mitsuki breaks away from reading for a second. Rather banal, don't you think? I feel a twinge of irritation as I hear her statement. Like any other urban legend, but that's not the point, Mitsuki. Read on. She snorts. Usually, the dead lover helps lovers unseen, but there is a way to request his patronage directly. Then the object of your passion would definitely reciprocate. But first, you have to prove to the lover that your feelings are true. If he finds them wanting, he will become angry, remembering his unfaithful girlfriend, and take revenge. Sounds scary. I don't understand what she's afraid of. Is love ever not sufficient? Then it isn't love and there's no point in using magic or spells. In order for a girl to summon the lover, she has to, first, apply pink lipsticks to her lipstick to her lips. Use the same lipstick to draw a silhouette of a man on a window pane. Second, take a photo of the target to be put under the spell and paint over the face with the very same lipstick. Having done that, remain awake for 3 nights in a row and pay close attention to the silhouette. If the lover responds, the silhouette begins to loom in the window, and the drawn figure gradually erases itself. All 3 nights, the lover tests the feelings of the person who summoned him. In the case of success, the spell works as effectively as possible. The bewitched person will begin to love you more than anyone else in the entire world. I would hate this. They will no longer have desires for anyone else but you. It is possible to interrupt the ritual, To do this, spend one of the 3 nights in another room. Seeing this, the lover will realize that his services are no longer desired and he will take his leave. However, it's not advisable to interrupt his trials once they have begun. God knows what the consequences for failure will be. Interesting, but I'm going to make it to the end no matter how the lover tests me. Stay awake for 3 nights? Are you serious, Fuyumi? We can sleep in the daytime. I don't think it's going to be a problem. So you want to... Summon the lover together. There weren't any rules against doing that. We'll paint another window in my room. Wait at night and sleep during the day. Piece of cake. The ease of the spell involving the lover is one of the main reasons why I'm so entranced by it. There's no need to leave the house, gather someone's hair or nails, steal or put an object down on the doorstep. All that needs to be done is to sit in front of my window for 3 consecutive nights. A small price to pay for my beloved to reciprocate my feelings. Mitsuki seems hesitant. But how exactly will the test us? That detail is strangely absent. It doesn't matter. Got it, young. You aren't going to change your mind, are you? After hearing this, I realized the simple truth. I won't change my mind no matter what Mitsuki says. The story of the dead lover has captivated me. I'm going to do it no matter what, with or without a partner, and as soon as possible. Okay. Today's lucky color, pink. Oh. Today's lucky object, lipstick. The lucky number, 3. The lucky number has been 3 days in a row. Oops. We've decided to comment. Comment. Is it supposed to be commence? I don't know. We've decided to commence the ritual the following night. I'll just say that because I don't know. Wait, I gotta yell again. Everything goes surprisingly smoothly. New Year's vacation has just begun and my parents are away at work, again. I print a photo of Senpai stored on my phone, go to my parents' room and pick up a tube of my mom's lipstick. She won't even notice that anything has changed. My parents never notice anything. My heart is pounding with anticipation. I can't believe that in just 3 days, Senpai will be mine and mine alone. I can't wait for tonight. Oh, jeez, why? Finally, Mitsuki arrives. We have dinner, go up to my room, and start preparing for the summoning of the dead lover. First, we apply the lipstick to our lips. It's the first time I've ever used makeup. Yet another sensation that thrills me to the core and makes the world blaze bright with color. Looking at my reflection in the mirror, I see a girl capable of making Senpai's heart race. Leagues above that dumb, timid girl who sat mute in her hospital bed, incapable of stringing together more than 2 words at a time. Mitsuki doesn't seem any different at first glance, and it involuntarily gives me a feeling of superiority. The next step. I draw a head on the window pane, and then shoulders, an illusion of a person approaching the window and looking in. Except my room is on the second floor, and it doesn't have a balcony. It looks both creepy and funny. Mitsuki looks at my masterpiece with a slight sneer. I hope this will be enough. I don't think ghosts are the type to be so picky about such petty issues. If we're testing our love, not our artistic abilities. I don't want to disappoint him. What if it takes offense and doesn't show? Then this ghost is a dime a dozen. I shake my head disapprovingly and pull a picture of Senpai from the nightstand. He stands against the wall of my hospital room with a glow of joy about him. A dazzling smile shines on his face. My heart brims with tenderness when I look at it. Alas, his enchanting smile has to be covered over with the glossy pink of the lipstick. Senpai's head turns into an amorphous pink splotch. There's something creepy about it, but I don't understand what exactly. Mitsuki, meanwhile, pulls out a picture of the boy she's going to put under a spell. Bursting with curiosity, I peer over her shoulder. Standing in the photo is a blue-eyed guy dressed in a plain sports uniform. Mitsuki had taken a picture of him while he was playing soccer. The boy seems a little plain, but he doesn't hold a candle to Senpai. but I don't want to upset Mitsuki. Wait, 1 second. 1 second. Do I have... I don't. I wanted to see if I had a save where we could see Haru's brother. Because he had blue eyes, light hair, right? And blue-eyed guy... I think that is who I think it is. Okay. Is this about Haru's brother? How did you two meet? Mitsuki turns to me, holding the picture to her chest, and becomes gloomy for a moment. But right after that, she smiles. Yeah, I knew it! He's my friend's older brother. Sometimes he and I cross paths when I go to her house. You see. Mitsuki's love story turns out to be surprisingly trivial. I was expecting a long story about childhood friends or how he once saved Mitsuki from bullies. Something at least similar to Senpai and I. Mitsuki paints the boy's face with lipstick. The movements of her hand are quick and confident. Soon, very soon. Feeling a bout of antsy energy, I approach the window where the lover's silhouette is painted and stare out. A sickle of the waning moon adorns the cold, cloudless sky. It seems both near and far at the same time. My gaze dials back to the pink outline on the glass. It's just like the moon. A spirit of a dead young man that's neither truly here nor there. Far from this world and yet a part of it. Only those he chooses he can meet and have the chance to touch his ghostly apparition. It's exhilarating. I'm drowning in anticipation for the night to come. I guess I'm just crazy. Mitsuki turns off the lights. We sit in the bed and stare out the window. At first, I'm unable to discern anything in the dark of the room. Gradually, the furniture takes on a familiar shape and the outlines of the lover's head and shoulders shows on the glass. I clutch the edge of my sweater in anticipation. Mitsuki breathes quietly beside me. We keep our eyes fixed ahead. An electronic clock sits on a nightstand across from us. It reads 1:30 in the morning. My nerves are so bundled up that I feel completely alert. Mitsuki, on the other hand, occasionally rubs her eyes and yawns. So she doesn't take the spell seriously after all. What's the matter? No, nothing. Fuyumi? Yeah? Aren't you afraid? Of course I'm not afraid. I'm looking forward to the lover's arrival. I'm not. You? Mitsuki shivers. I don't trust dark forces, Fuyumi. There's too much evil in our world as it is. Except it comes from people, not some netherworld. What do you mean? We don't know what lurks inside us, what dark secrets our hearts hold. We don't know if we can overcome them. And yet we're trying to contact some evil outside of us, in addition to managing what we already have inside of ourselves. Isn't that a little presumptuous? I don't understand. She doesn't even believe in the spell, so what's with all of this pompous talk about evil? Or is what Mitsuki is saying just her being influenced by the gloomy atmosphere? I hope everything's going to be alright. Having doubts? I just have a bad feeling about this. Her fear and mistrust come as an unpleasant surprise. In the end, even though Mitsuki and I are bound together by the same misfortune, there's actually a chasm separating us. I fix my gaze on the rudimentary painting of the lover. As I admire him, I feel my irritation morph into joyful anticipation. Silence. We sit in complete silence. The only thing that breaks that silence is the sound of our breathing. 1:20. 2:30. 45. Where is he? I'm getting drowsy as well. My eyelids weigh heavy. I yawn so wide that it stings my jaw. Mitsuki ruffles up a pillow in an attempt to stay awake. 3:33. Oh, well, there we go. Now we have let's save a note over there. Mitsuki and I hold each other's hands firmly. I share in her trembling. He's there. The silhouette had been drawn on the window fills with a black color. It's no longer simply an outline of a figure. Now it is a full-fledged being standing at the window. His head bobs slightly from side to side, peering at the contents of the room. The figure feels cold and I expect him to bring the musty odor of a grave or rotting flesh with him. However, my nostrils are tickled by an airy, sweet scent. The contrast is so bizarre that it's repulsive. This isn't a joke, right? No mere mortal could come to my window. My room is on the second floor, and we certainly aren't imagining it. There's no way we could be. The drawing had indeed become a person, or a dream? Quite possible, but... Oh, the vines are here. The vines are here. Look on the left side, by the window. The vine is there. I sound so excited about it. I'm just like, oh, the vine, look at it. When did reality end and the dream begin? Everything is just like it was while we were awake. I feel Mitsuki's warmth next to me. My legs feel a little stiff. A yawn is lodged in the back of my throat. Struggling, I look away from the black figure. The room hasn't changed one bit. The clock blinks in time, displaying its bright, light-colored numbers. Every piece of furniture is clearly visible in the darkness. I can even count the number of textbooks on the desk. A dream couldn't be this vivid. What? Vivid. I'm not dreaming. And the dead lover? We don't see the vine in this angle. On this angle. Okay. Oh, her poster lights up during the night. That's a cool touch. It's real. I clutch Mitsuki's hand more tightly. It's him, right? It's definitely him. Yeah. Mitsuki's voice is quiet and tense. He really came. He came to us. What now? I don't know. The lover will test our feelings, but how? I haven't thought about that. Maybe he'll ask us tricky questions? Then we'd better choose our answers carefully. There's a sharp smack on the glass. Mitsuki and I jerk backward in horror, our backs pressed against the wall. The black silhouette doesn't move, but a hail of blows rains down on the glass. What does he want? Mitsuki is angry. She quickly gets off the bed onto the floor. She's about to head for the window. But suddenly the pounding stops. Mitsuki freezes. I carefully approach her. So, what now? She shakes her head uncertain. The dead lover isn't moving, but he doesn't stand still either. He seems to turn his head, first towards Mitsuki, then towards me. Is he studying us? Testing? If this is the test, Mitsuki was worried for nothing. It's silly, not scary in the least. I decide to say something, but at the same time another blow comes. Gotta dehydrate. Oh shit. Sorry. That was just perfect. I gotta dehydrate and just see the arms. The black figure still isn't moving. I fix my gaze on it and don't immediately notice two curled hands crawling across the glass on the other side of the window. Their knotted fingers move silently, as if warming up for a game of rock, paper, scissors. What does this mean? No idea. The hands freeze for a moment before they scrape their index fingers against the glass. Can you give me just a moment? Just a moment. I gotta get something. Okay, I'm struggling because I have like phlegm stuck between my like most of the whatever area, and it's very frustrating. And you can probably hear like my nasally voice coming in sometimes because it's like it's like so annoying. Okay. The hands freeze for a moment before they scrape their index fingers against the glass. Does it want to come in? No way. The mysterious creature ignores Mitsuki's objection, instead pressing both of their palms firmly against the window. When they push so hard that the window begins to rattle and vibrate. Having failed to achieve the desired result, the hands relax before poking at the glass again with their index fingers. Around an entire minute passes and nothing changes. The hands fail to enter the room. Only now are we able to breathe again. He shall not pass. Mitsuki stammers as she sees the curled fingers hit the glass with their nails again. Oh, they got through. They got through. They abort mission, run away. This is why you don't mess with curses and things. This is why. This is exactly why. Yep. After which, they pass through it as if the window had been a mere illusion. How? We back away to the door, but freeze when we realize the hands are trying to sneak into the depths of the room. They hover in the air, resembling an unnerving art exhibit, and freeze just as the dead lover remains frozen. The sweet aroma becomes noticeably stronger. The hands twitch, coming to life, and synchronically draw a curved line in the air with their fingers. An arc crawls across the glass, from top to bottom, next to the black silhouette. The hands keep moving and another line emerges, and another. How is it possible for me to take my eyes off of the eerie spectacle, which seems so reminiscent of a well-practiced dance? Hi, Maudie! How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Just stopping by to say hi and win games. Oh, you're playing Apex? Good luck, good luck. Take home some wings. Wings? Take home some wins, not wings. I mean, fly across the map and murder them all. You got this. Good luckies, and thank you for the lucking. Bye. Thank you. He's writing something. Mitsuki takes a step back. Writing to us? Yeah. The lines form a word. It has to be read backwards, like a message through the looking glass. Go. The dead lover orders us. Go? Where? I look around and then the door to my room opens slightly. Another hand obligingly clutches the doorknob, peering out from behind the wall. Looks like a cheap horror movie. There are nervous notes in her voice. Let's go. Unlike Mitsuki, I'm brimming with impatience. He's calling us. I pull Mitsuki out of the room. Of course, the black silhouette, the creepy hands, and the opening doors scared the crap out of me. But I'm not going to stop. My curiosity is stronger than my fear. What else will I see today? What new feelings will I discover? It doesn't matter if they're positive or negative. I want to feel them all. We leave the room. The hand vanishes. Damn, I want to know what its owner looks like so badly. The hallway is dark and silent. Even the dust in the air seems to have frozen in place. But in the darkest corners, there are obsidian clots that coil and entwine like slithering serpents. He was banging on the window so hard that it could have woken up the entire neighborhood. Why is nobody awake? Maybe we're the only ones who can hear him? What's wrong? Would they hear us if we called for help? Call for help? Why? The lover is only punishing those whose feelings aren't strong enough. What does that have to do with us? Everything's going to be alright. Sometimes I don't understand where your confidence comes from, Fuyumi. Her statement sounds like it wasn't fully finished. Where does it come from? Bravery or foolishness? Is that what Mitsuki means to say? Oh, goodness. There we go. Irritation surges through me once again. Come on. The sound is so sudden, Mitsuki and I flinch and almost trip. I nearly fall back into the room when Mitsuki leans against the wall. What? A message. With a trembling hand, I pull my phone out of my pocket. An icon glows on the screen, notifying me of an unread message. Huh? At this hour? Who? Senpai? No, the number is hidden. I show Mitsuki the phone. The screen light illuminates her tense face. Don't stall. I press the button and the message opens. Are you brave enough? What? Maybe he'll be damned. Maybe he'll demand an ordinary test of courage. We're not in kindergarten. Our feelings are worthless if some hands and knocking on the window is enough to scare us away. Come on. We stop in front of the stairs leading to the ground floor as the silence is cut through by a melody again. I impatiently open the message. Once you step on the staircase, you will regret it dearly. Don't get it. Is he warning us? I think he wants us to find another way. I ponder it. Nah. No? He wants us to go forward knowing we'll regret it. Test of courage, right? I nod and look at the steps. They're drowned in darkness as seem as unreliable as a fog. They feel frosty. And the smell? I doubt my mom baked vanilla pie, so where does it come from? Oh, she also smells vanilla. Regret it. Mitsuki whispers something under her breath. Here, let the fate decide again. I squat down and gently release the dice from my palm. It takes a few somersaults and stops, showing 4 dots on the top edge. I squeeze Mitsuki's hand with vigor. See? We shouldn't back down. Better not to disappoint the lover. By this point, I've already realized there are no coincidences. Just like celestial luminaries moving in precise trajectories, our actions are predetermined. Okay, let's go on 3. 1, 2, 3. We step on the staircase. Stay in thoughtful silence. Nothing is happening. A sigh of relief escapes my throat. Huh? Before I know it, I'm falling somewhere down. A scream is stuck in my throat. My ears are filled with the crackle of breaking boards. I vaguely wave my hand, trying to grab onto something, but in vain. My other hand continues to squeeze Mitsuki's palm. Air rushes out from my chest with a barely audible groan. A pulse of pain runs up my spine, and for a moment, I don't understand who or where I am. My body refuses to listen. My arms and legs resemble parts of a wooden marionette. The staircase collapsed? How? The lover's trap? I need to come to my senses. I slowly clench and unclench my fists. It's okay. Much better than the day I slept. I sit up with difficulty. My back aches mercilessly, echoing waves of pain in my nape. Something hot is running down my neck. Blood? Mitsuki? She lies beside me, still clutching my hand. She isn't moving, only writhing in pain. Mitsuki? I help her up. Are you okay? My hand, damn, it hurts so bad. Oh, Mitsuki's face contorts in a grimace. She presses her right hand. What? She presses her right hand to her chest and clenches her teeth. A drop of sweat rolls down her temple. See? Looks like she twisted her wrist in the fall. I shake my nape. My hand feels something warm and sticky. I shake it off in disgust. Black drops fall to the floor. The floor? Wait, what? Mitsuki and I are sitting on the floor in front of the stairs as if nothing happened. But we fell somewhere. We fell right onto broken planks. I run my hands around me. Nothing. The usual floor. He's playing with us. Are we in some other reality? Or are we simply victims of a plausible illusion? Pain is no different from the real thing, but I can't explain a return to the first floor as if anything other than a trick of mind. In any case, we have no choice but to continue the trial. What does he want this time? Keep going, but remember, once you step on the staircase, you will dearly regret it. I stare at the stairs in horror. Mitsuki snorts sarcastically. Are we brave enough to repeat the fall? I stare at Mitsuki's mangled hand. We got lucky last time, but with a less fortunate fall, we risk breaking our necks. What the hell? I took my phone in my pocket and turned to Mitsuki. Ready? Mitsuki covers her eyes for a few seconds. I can see that she is in a lot of pain and scared. She was hurt more than me after all. Ready. I glare at the stairs. Sweat beads on my forehead. One step and we're flying down again. We can break our legs, arms, and necks, fall head first on a sharp nail. Or as the lover prepared something new for round 2. One step forward. Don't think about anything. I exchange looks with Mitsuki and step onto the stairs. Mitsuki follows immediately. This time, we don't hold hands. Nothing. We aren't falling. The steps remain a regular step. The lover tricked us. Only now I notice that my heart is pounding in my chest like crazy. Its beating is overriding the pain in my nape and back. That's all? I don't know. However, we have no choice but to move forward. Nothing. He is mocking us. It's so scary that I feel nauseous. My chest feels like it's covered in ice, and yet we step down again. Nothing. The torment begins anew. We expect a trap on every turn. Every time we take another step, we prepare to fall down. But nothing happens. My bangs are sticking together with sweat. I wipe my forehead with my sleeve. My throat is dry. We walk and we walk. And at last, we walk down the last step. Mitsuki nearly falls to the floor. I can hardly stand on my own 2 feet. Descending the regular staircase proved scarier than the proverbial fall. Feels like going down it took us hours. If the lover wanted to wear us out, he's done a fine job. Is that all? Have we passed? I don't know. Yeah, I take that as a no. Oh no. I pull up my phone and read another message. Kitchen. Well, we have to go. The trial isn't over. Come on. You seem to be enjoying this. What makes you say that? You're smiling? I do? I didn't even notice. I'm still nauseous from the anxiety. My nape is aching like hell, but am I really enjoying this? I'm not sure. I'm too anxious to accurately characterize my condition. There is no one in the kitchen. I shake my head, not sure what to do next. And then, black flashes glimmer before my eyes. It's like a flock of agitated bats has rushed me. A couple of times I feel a weightless touch on my cheek, but it doesn't hurt. As if someone's finger is studying my face, trying to penetrate deep into my mind and read hidden thoughts through tactile contact. The strange vision lasts mere seconds. The world freezes again. The black flashes dissolve like a haze, revealing a different, more terrifying sight. Yep, there you go. There we go. Why didn't I see this coming, huh? Okay, we have the black sludge everywhere, and I'm guessing this is sink, and it's going through the sink, okay. Of course! Of course, we love this for us. The kitchen has changed. No, it's like the world around us has changed. Like Mitsuki and I are sucked into some horrible, unreal nightmare. A strong cloying odor hits my nose, and nausea assaults me with renewed vigor. Mitsuki presses her hand to her mouth. Her gaze is running frantically from side to side. Where are we? He's still playing us, scaring us. If that's the case, he has a rare talent. I tried to take a step, only to realize that my feet are bogged down into a thick brown substance. It covers the floor in an even layer, which is up to my knees. Can we see that in the... Doesn't look like it. Disgusting. Not knowing what to make of it, I make my way to the kitchen table and run my hand across it. The tabletop is smeared with something vicious and sticky. What do we do now? Give a piece of yourself in the name of love. What? We can exchange looks and then... Something falls next to us with a nasty splash. Okay, I think we should put like a warning here. I have a bad feeling. My nerves are stretched to the limit. I jerk backward, subconsciously expecting the floor beneath my feet to disappear again. Grab it before it sinks. The object, for now resting on top of the liquid, starts to slowly sink inward. I try to grab it, but I miss and my palm catches a handful of slimy slop. Hurry! I'm on it! On the second try, I manage to grab the oblong handle. A knife. Yeah, I thought as much. Oh my goodness gracious. But we can't pinky swear if we give up our pinky. Give up your pinky fingers. That I may join them with a scarlet thread of fate to your beloved ones. Unbelievable. Even in the darkness, I can see Mitsuki turn dramatically pale. He wants... It's a no-brainer. She nervously squeezes the pinky finger of her right hand. There is no point in panicking and shouting. We have no choice. The lover isn't asking. That's an order. Don't be afraid. This isn't real. The kitchen, the knife, blood, all of it is an illusion. How else do you explain falling down the stairs? It's a dream. It's just a very plausible dream. I place my left hand on the kitchen table. It immediately gets stuck in something sticky. My right hand with the knife, trembling with anxiety, hovers over its pinky finger. Sweat rolls down my forehead in large hailstones. Me? For a moment, I think Mitsuki is about to start talking me out of it. But she stammers and falls silent. What can she say? Which argument to use? Exactly. None. It's not that hard, is it? Cowardly thoughts flicker at the edge of my consciousness. I want to drop it and run away, because what's happening is pure madness. But I look around and realize that there is nowhere to run. I'm not in my world anymore. Where can I go? And where will it lead to? I shudder with fear. What if we are stuck in this bloody nightmare forever? What does it take to wake up in my room, erase the image of the lover, and forget everything? I sharply shake my head. I'll cut these cowardly thoughts out of me. Cut them off with my pinky finger. Senpai slap. Also, if there's anyone here watching doesn't know what this is about, this is a psychological horror, so if you're not okay with that stuff, then you probably should not be here if you are. I do recommend the game though, it's wonderful. It's really good. I grit my teeth with force. Cold steel touches my finger. Come on. Oh, she cut it off. She did. I dropped the knife and jerked my hand away in a burst of unbearable pain. For a moment, it seems as if my hand and the finger lying on the table are connected by a thin, scarlet thread. No longer holding back tears, I press my hand to my chest. It hurts like hell. Mitsuki is looking at me with a direct, impenetrable gaze. She resembles a marble statue, forever frozen in one pose. I rush to the sink, grab the first towel I can find and wrap it around my hand. And only a few seconds later, I realize that it's completely soaked in blood. Not mine. It takes a while for the noise in my head to subside. The pain dulls. Mitsuki peeks for the first time. Now it's my turn. She picks up the knife without question and places her dislocated hand on the surface of the table. Mitsuki? I can't bring myself to watch Mitsuki cut off her pinky finger, so I close my eyes. Watching another one suffering turns out to be harder than cutting off one's own finger. So weird. There's a nasty sound, and then a melody. I open my eyes. Mitsuki is clutching the wrist of her left hand. Her white face is filled with pain and disgust. I pull out my phone. Give up your hearts in the name of love. Huh? What? Love his expression, give your hand and heart, but our ghost seems to take it too literally. He wants... A gaze falls on two pinky fingers resting sadly in a sticky scarlet puddle. I gulp, trying to deal with nausea. It's not enough for him. Damn lover. Not satisfied with pinky fingers? But I've already made up my mind. I've cut out all my doubts and fears. Still, my hand is shaking. My legs can barely keep upright. My head is dizzy from the pungent odors. For Senpai. Is she actually gonna stab herself? Somewhere on the edge of my consciousness, I realize that none of this is real. I won't die even if I stab myself in the heart. Fuyumi? Mitsuki watches in disbelief as I reach for the knife. You really... I unwrap the towel and grab the knife with both hands. My palms feel cold. I'm a save. Okay. The pain from the severed pinky is suddenly gone. All pain is gone. Oh yeah, we can see we lost our finger there. Jeez. Strike. Don't hesitate. Strike. My mind goes blank. Senpai. For Senpai. Wait. No, Fuyumi. It hurts. It hurts so bad. I've done everything right, yeah? I stabbed myself in the chest, but did I hit the heart? I'm not sure. It hurts so much. Lover, you have to accept it. You have to. If not, then... Black fog floats before my eyes. I no longer hear Mitsuki's voice. Pain has gripped my body and my thoughts. I must have died. Oh, the lucky color for today is dead. Ah, yes, of course. That is a great lucky color, isn't it? That's a beautiful color. Let's see, the TV is oozing. Okay, so I'm blocking it, so I need to move myself for a second. You can see here in the corner that we have also gained a branch. Lovely. And yes, this is beautiful. This is wonderful, isn't it? Let's go. Gorgeous. I'm just like, why is this? Why? Okay, well, the lucky object, death. The lucky number, 4. Oh, that's the last number we got on the dice, isn't it? The die. Fuyumi. Someone is shaking me violently by the shoulder. I struggle to lift my eyelids. My head feels like it's fracturing into shards, and each and every one of them is screaming in pain. What? Mitsuki's worried face appears before my eyes. What happened to me? I'm lying on my bed. Sun rays gently stream through the window, filling the room with the light of life. Morning? How did I end up here? I nervously press the fabric of my sweater against my chest, but it doesn't hurt. I reflexively grab my pinky finger. It's still attached to me. Was the lover's trial a dream? I sit up abruptly on the bed and look at Mitsuki. She is sitting there as if nothing had happened. Not a trace of yesterday's agony on her face. Her right hand rests on her knee. Mitsuki follows my gaze and twitches her hand. The pain is gone. My hand is fine. It's not dislocated anymore. How? I don't know. It's really weird. My hand stopped hurting as soon as I picked up the knife. I didn't think I'd be able to follow through with a mangled wrist. Follow through. So, you too? Of course, you remember? You can't disappoint a lover, right? Had I refused, I'm afraid there would have been something worse in store for me. We didn't dream all of that up, right? The same dream, both of us? Whatever it was quite real. She just gestures her head towards the window. The silhouette drawn with pink lipstick had changed. A part of the dead lover's head had been erased. Next to it, the word go is written backwards. So it wasn't a dream. No. I hope the second night will be easier. I laugh, expecting Mitsuki to support the joke, but she remains silent, her eyes fixed on me, direct and attentive. Her golden eyes seem to look straight into my soul. It gets a little awkward. What's wrong? No, nothing. I hope so too. I don't feel like sleeping at all. I originally thought that Lover's Challenge would last all night, but I was wrong. It didn't take us more than an hour to get from my room to the kitchen, so Mitsuki and I slept like corpses through the night. As a result, during the day, we rest and specifically don't touch topics related to the spell. However, my thoughts keep returning to the ritual. What else would the lover want from us? We've passed the test of courage. We've overcome fear and gone through pain. Is that not enough? How else do you prove that your love is genuine? Apparently it's not enough. True love requires something more. We have to kill each other or something? The night comes too quickly, as if it has been chasing after us to keep us from catching our breath. I walk over to the mirror and put on the lipstick again. My reflection looks strange to me as I see the treacherous smile reaching across my face. A smile too joyous to belong to a gloomy girl like me. It suddenly dawns on me. I'm no longer afraid. Fear has turned into excitement. I want to see the lover, start the trial and find out what he has in store for me as soon as possible. More. I want more. I want to pass as many trials as possible, like in a game. Only this time I'm not participating in childish nonsense, but something real, something serious and adult. Hurry. We're sitting on my bed again. The glowing green numbers of the clock show the inexorable passage of time. The black silhouette reappears in the window. Here he is. Yeah, just like last time. The lover stands without moving and silently surveys the room. Give up your future in the name of love. Our future? What does he mean by it? Our lives? Isn't it pointless? How can we have our happily ever after with our other halves if we die? No matter, I don't care what he asks. We just have to say yes. Take it. A life without a future is disgusting, even when it's brightened by love. Take it. For a moment, it seems the shoulders of the black figure in the window shake with laughter. And then I no longer understand where I am. Mitsuki, the room, the dead lover, all gone. Nothing but darkness before my eyes. I feel no pain. I feel nothing at all. It's like I'm floating somewhere in infinite space. Where am I? In this life without a future? If that's the case, I am not scared at all. What are you trying to accomplish, dead lover? Who are you? Me? Is someone calling me? Who are you? Me? Senpai's voice? My whole being is drawn in towards the sound. The darkness begins to part. There it is, the light. And from beyond it comes my beloved's voice. But why does it sound so sad? Is something wrong? I hope Senpai is okay. I open my eyes in horror. The first thing I see is a familiar ceiling of a hospital room. What? I'm back in the hospital? My brain refuses to think. Senpai's wordy face comes into view. Fuyumi? Fuyumi? My tongue refuses to obey me. What the hell? Fuyumi, can you hear me? Yeah. I'm so glad. It's the first time I've ever heard Senpai sound so anxious. His eyes brim with love. Love for me? My heart does a somersault in my chest. Give up your future in the name of love. If I'd received the love of Senpai, what would I give in exchange? What did the lover mean when he said the future? I'm so happy for you, me. I thought you wouldn't make it. I was afraid I'd lose you. Wouldn't make it? From what? What happened to me? The damn car accident. It's so good that you're awake. Car accident? What the hell is he talking about? I want to sit up and comfort my frightened senpai, but something's wrong. Something weird is going on. Something incomprehensible. My arms and legs refuse to listen to me. Fuhimi. Senpai whispers, holding back tears. Oh. Like a scene out of a movie. Isn't it romantic? A man holds his beloved's hand, clearly, as she lies in a hospital bed, and smiles with the last of her strength. Why isn't Senpai doing that? I try to move my hand that's closest to Senpai, A fleeting cramp passes on my shoulder and nothing happens. What's wrong? I raise my arm frantically in horror. The blanket lifts with it. Wait, hold on. Wait. Why is my arm so short? It seems to end at the elbow, further down. The blanket drapes low, hanging off of the stump. Everything inside me goes cold. What happened to my arm? I quickly turn my head to the left and try to raise my other arm. Again, I feel nothing below the elbow. What happened to me? Fumi, everything is alright. Alright? Like hell it's alright. I've lost my hands. A vague realization dawns on me. I lost my legs too, didn't I? Yep, no, I got a feeling. I move my legs. They seem lighter than usual. No. Yeah, we lost everything, didn't we? They're gone. Hands and legs both. Why? Just why? A dense fog envelops the world, hiding Senpai's worried face. What do? How do I live? Am I going to be transferred to a handicap school? I can't take notes now. Wait, that's irrelevant. How will I dress? How will I eat? How will I use the restroom? I can't do anything anymore. I'm helpless. Like a broken doll, I only keep of lying on a bed. What was the point of studying so much? It was all for nothing. How do I move on? What do I do? I helplessly move the stumps of my arms. No. What am I now? A cripple? A burden? Excuse me, a cripple is not a burden. What will my parents say? What will I see written on their faces? Disappointment? Disgust? They never loved me. Our family always had a chilly relationship, but at least it was in a state of equilibrium. And now? Am I going to be an eyesore to them? An eternal burden? Oh no. No. Fumi, don't cry, I'm here with you. I'm right here. Fumi, and I love you. Love? I snap out of my panicked thoughts abruptly. Yeah, Senpai lost me, but what good is it if I become nothing? We'll never walk in the park, there we go, holding hands. I'll never make him dinner, and he will be forced to spend his life caring for an infirm cripple. I don't want this. I want my hands and legs back. I want my bright future back. It feels as if Senpai probably actually, in reality, loved Fumi to begin with. I think their feelings were mutual. There was a reason. I wonder what the reason was though. Fumi, it doesn't matter what you are. I will always love you. Shut up. I don't want to hear it. Return them to me. Return them. Are we seeing a vision or is this reality? I think it's a vision. Terror and panic cloud my mind. Return. What happens next is a blur. I'm sucked into a crazy world of pain and despair. I don't distinguish the faces of the people coming into the ward. I don't recognize Senpai. I think Mitsuki visits me sometimes, but I don't know if any of this is reality or just a dream within a dream. I am slowly losing my mind. So scary. I don't want this to continue. Somebody, Senpai. Helplessness and despair deprive me of my will. I can only shed empty tears and suffer. I've lost all will to live. Senpai visits me every day. As the lover had promised, Senpai loves me even when I'm in this shape. He assures me of his eternal feelings, cheers me up, promises me a bright future. What goddamn bright future does he see? Sometimes it feels like the lover lied and Senpai is just joking around, mocking my injuries. But no, he truly loves me. It only makes things worse. I don't want to live. What good is this life? What good is it to be forever tied to Senpai whose feelings can't even be called real? Love was instilled in him. In reality, Senpai would never stay with a cripple like me. It's sickening. I want to end it all. I will do everything for you, Fumi. Senpai's face is pale and emaciated. Is he eating normally? I can't look at him without my heart aching. What did he say? He'll do everything? Then maybe kill me, or I prolong our mutual suffering. If I'm gone, Senpai will be free of the spell. Then, kill me. What are you talking about? You don't get it, do you? Senpai only blinks in surprise. He looks adoringly at my face, as if he doesn't notice anything else. He won't kill me. He loves me too much and naively believes that everything will be alright. Silly Senpai. Maybe everything really will be alright? Gosh. For the first time in the long days of despair, a faint hope awakes in me. Pull yourself together. You love Senpai and he loves you. He loves you despite what you've become. Isn't that more important than anything else? That's right. That's exactly what the lover wanted. He wanted me to panic and give up. The lover. That's right. I'm on the second trial. I'm on my second trial. I'm being tested and I panicked and ended up spending an unknown amount of time in a bloody dream. I have to get out. I can't let the negative thoughts in. Get it together. Pull yourself together. I forced my train of thoughts to catch the right set of rails. Now Senpai will never leave me. He'll never look at someone else. He'll take care of me and love me every day. Is this not enough? Not at all. I wouldn't dream of more. People live somehow without arms and legs. I'll survive. I have Senpai support, and the rest doesn't matter. Get it, dead lover? You won't scare me. As long as I've got Senpai, you might as well take me apart. Mad laughter. My mind is consumed with hysteria. The one thing that keeps me from falling into an abyss of madness is the image of Senpai. As long as I hold on to him, no creepy nightmares are scary. Maybe I've lost my mind, but I'm not giving up. And I never will. Oh, it's the dead lover. That's what he looked like, right? We're still on chapter 2. Oh, yikes. Lucky color for today. Did you really agree to this? The lucky object? Is love so important to you? The lucky number. Are you out of your mind? I mean, yeah, seems like it. I wake up in my bed in the morning. Tears stream from my eyes. My lips curve into some sort of crooked grin. Mitsuki is lying next to me, face buried in a pillow. She's shuddering with sobs. Mitsuki? I rise up on my elbow and it hits me like a lightning. Hands. I sit up and abruptly examine my hands. They're in place. I'm over the moon and they're there. Goodness. As if testing that they're real, I rub Mitsuki's shoulder. You okay? Did you see this too? With great travail, Mitsuki tears her tearful face away from the pillow and looks at me in a way that twists everything inside of me. Her gaze is fraught with grief, anger, madness, and something else I can't quite place. I drown in her golden eyes, feeling myself being swept away by the waves of phenomenally powerful emotions. Did you see it? The hospital? Hospital? Mitsuki blinks. Her lips curve frighteningly for a moment, but the next instant she sighs heavily and sits up. No, I didn't see a hospital. No? Then what? I don't want to talk about it. I can generally understand her. Recounting the details of such a horrible nightmare seems inappropriate and vulgar. However, the horrors I'd experienced are quickly fading, as my mind is purposefully tucking all of the unpleasant memories away on the far shelves of my soul. But the Lord was testing you, right? He was showing you what would happen if your future was taken away from you? Mitsuki nods very slowly, as if her body has become stiff as wood, requiring great effort to move it. He was. You passed the trial, right? A silly question to ask since Mitsuki is in one piece. Had she failed, the lover would have done something terrible to her. Mitsuki nods again. It's awesome. Only one trial remains. Just a bit more, Mitsuki. When Mitsuki stays silent, her gaze becomes stern. What's wrong? I don't want to do this anymore. Huh? What is she talking about? Not wanting to do this. Is she abandoning me? What I saw this night? I can't take any more, Fuyumi. The fall from the staircase and that knife were, of course, not quite pleasant. But what I went through last time? No. I give up. I can't. I can't? If you want, I'll stay the night with you here, in your house, so you won't be alone. But I'll be downstairs in the lounge. Maybe the lover will be disappointed in me, but I'm not willing to play his games anymore. Mitsuki has decided to give up. She's afraid that she wouldn't make it through the third trial, so she's simply stopping halfway. This way she'll never get a beloved, but neither would the lover punish her for failing the trial. You know, I've decided to pursue love on my own terms without depending on some otherworldly forces. And if it doesn't work, well, that's life. You should respect the feelings and choices of the person who rejected you. Otherwise, a disaster might happen. Is Senpai gonna die? Is he also gonna die just like the older brother of Haru does? Why? Mitsuki doesn't say anything else. She's quiet and grave and serious for the whole day. I'm fuming. How could she back off when the goal is so close? Especially after what we've been through. Mitsuki got cold feet, but I feel hardened. The world seems surprisingly simple. Gotta dehydrate. Come quickly, dead lover. I can't wait to defeat you again. The night comes. Mitsuki goes down to the ground floor to sleep on the couch like she'd said she would. Oh. Well, that's a wonderful start of the night, right? Damn, okay. I walk over to the mirror and perform the now familiar ritual. The lipstick has taken on another hue. But just as well, the lighting in the room seems somewhat strange, otherworldly. Are these my eyes? My face? The features reflected in the mirror are outrageously symmetrical. A smile of anticipatory joy plays on the lips. A black wrinkled palm rests on the shoulder in a reassuring gesture. Beautiful. Like a macabre art piece? I don't know. Is this how dead lover sees himself when he looks in the mirror? How I envy him. I step away from the mirror and sit on my bed. Waiting for the trial to begin is exciting in its own way. All alone? No. He's standing next to me, separated only by the window pane. I don't just see him. I feel his presence. He isn't looking around the room anymore. Now, he looks directly at me. What are you waiting for? Hurry and begin the trial. I'm prepared to accept any and all pain and suffering. That's not so difficult to accept, is it? The silhouette in the window twitches. Have I scared him? I press my palm to my mouth to keep myself from laughing. Here it is, the final trial. I read the message. Only fools revel in suffering. Huh? Is he mocking me? I abruptly look at the window, but don't see the lover's figure. What are we looking at? Oh, it's upside down. It's her room, but upside down. The room changes into a different place. Another illusion. Go samer. Lover, you're repeating yourself. Translucent clouds hover around me. I reach out, trying to grasp the floating mist. But I don't feel anything. Where am I? The lover didn't say what I have to do. I reach into my pocket, but I can't find anything. My phone is gone. How am I supposed to get directions now? In any case, there's no point in standing still. I step forward and the world shakes. No, it's not the world that shakes, it's me. I'm shaken with sudden feelings. My breath is stolen away, and it takes me several seconds to begin breathing again. My heart feels like it's been put in a vice. It's torn with unexplainable emotions. What are they? Pain? Guilt? No, enough. Whose voice is this? I feel so lousy that I completely forgot where I am and what I'm doing. Oops. I want to lie down, curl up and forget myself in a swamp of uncontrollable longing. This feeling is very similar to what I'd experienced in the second trial. Endless despair. Sora.
Huh?
The hell? With an inhuman force of will, I suppress the waves of incomprehensible feelings. I take another step. My foot lands with a squelching sound. A chill runs down my calves. And again. I don't want this anymore. The voice sounds in my head. It echoes from my soul with a feeling of sadness so overwhelming that it makes me want to howl. Or maybe not I, suddenly realize that all my actions are meaningless. My thoughts stop obeying me. Another step. My leg is submerged in knee-deep water. Enough, enough! The distorted world is driving me crazy. I can't understand where my emotions end and someone else's begin. Whose are they? Why are they being revealed to me? Stop. The water is waist deep now. If this keeps up, I'll just drown. I have to go back. I turn around, hoping to climb back up where I came from, but my foot sinks even deeper. Why can't I just go back and change everything? No matter where I go, I'll only descend deeper and deeper until I drown, right? Is there a safe island hiding somewhere under this water after all? How do I find my way out of this lake of tears when I have to search through at random? If I make the wrong choice, I'll be submerged further. I can't afford to make any mistakes. A wave of terror ripples through my body, not because I'm afraid to die. The inevitability of every step I take is frightening to the point of insanity. I'm afraid to move, lest I make a mistake. My legs are paralyzed still. I don't want to go any further. Any choice I make feels even more terrifying than death itself. I'll never get out of this mire. I'm destined to go on forever until I hit rock bottom. I yearn to go back. Whose thoughts are these? Whose feelings? I'm dizzy with helplessness and despair. I nearly stop breathing as I'm gripped tightly by fear, as I stand completely still for a long time. A very, very long time. Let's see if anything changed. I have to keep moving. My body begins to move on its own. One more step and that's it. I will be completely underwater. Forward, forward, to the bottom. The support on my feet disappears and I slowly slide down, feeling my lungs filled with cloying wet sweetness. Is this how I die? Is this how it ends? No, absolutely not. I must live. I must hear Senpai's confession. I made all these mistakes for his sake, and I'll be damned if I don't create the perfect love life off of them. The fact that she herself said that it's not worth it, like the fact that she was like, these feelings are not even real, and now she's like, I want to continue, I want to make these feelings real, blah blah blah. Like, what? Okay. I collapse to the floor. A soft carpet cushions the impact. I cough, the only sound coming from my throat are wheezes, as if my lungs hadn't been filled with water just a second ago. Is the trial over? Am I alive? And where am I this time? The quiet, peaceful ambience of my home's living room seems foreign and wrong to me. Let's just look at the... How pretty, right? As if a child has painted the objects in different colors. It feels like it's just, like, right behind her, it feels like there should be like a painting. It seems so empty there. I sit on the rug across from the couch, where Mitsuki sleeps peacefully, wrapped up in the plaid of a fussy grey shade. I frantically fumble in my pocket for my cell phone. So you're back, huh? You throw your pain around like it's nothing. What of other people? Will you hurt another person? I involuntarily look at Mitsuki. Is this what the lover means? I have to hurt Mitsuki? Oh, this is reality, isn't it? She's gonna actually hurt Mitsuki in real life. This is what I was saying earlier. Are they gonna have... Are you gonna have them, like, kill each other or something? What should I do? Condemned her to eternal torment. I don't get it. You've just seen her nightmare, her second trial. Those feelings are Mitsuki's fears. Condemned her to an eternity of doubt and misery. Agreed to this and your dream will become reality. How despicable. I can only be with Senpai if I doom Mitsuki to the nightmares of her second trial. How can such a choice be forced onto someone? Choose. I can't. Decide. Mitsuki didn't want to talk about her trial. The entire last day her face was stony, as if she was barely holding back tears. I recall her sobbing into a pillow this morning. A distorted world filled with despair and fear where every step means only more agony. And I'm being asked to condemn Mitsuki to that. What should I do? I was ready to do anything for love. Complete any challenge. Endure any pain. Find the strength to continue no matter how difficult it could become. What does Mitsuki have to do with my dream? How is she related to my problems? Involving an outsider is just dishonorable. I have no right to meddle in her life. You're trying to involve, like, put a senpai in this. Like, what are you on about? Right? Could Mitsuki have foreseen what the third trial would be like? Was that what she'd refused to continue? No, I just can't. Are you sure? The lover seems to mock me, as if he's punishing me for my arrogance. How does the legend go again? The dead lover severely punishes those who aren't willing to fight for love. So he's testing my resolve? How sly of him. This is wrong. Mitsuki is not to blame. We get to make a choice! Whoa. Okay. Well, I wouldn't want to go through with it. I mean, I'm gonna go with my own, like, I would not want to go through with it. I have no right to make this choice. Do I love Senpai enough to turn into a monster? Is it right to make him love such a monster? I hesitate after all. Are my feelings for Senpai not strong enough? Then I don't need him that badly. The sudden realization doesn't upset or even surprise me. Somewhere in the back of my mind, I realized a long time ago that the fact of winning is more important to me. Yeah, I want to win. Isn't it frustrating to start a trial and not make it to the end? Unthinkable. So I must win, whatever the cost. Condemn her to torment. Message sent. This is what I didn't want her to do. What? Huh? Excuse... Huh? This is what I said. Okay. There's no going back now. See, lover? See? Why don't you compliment me? I've earned your praise. Why are you always so quiet, dead lover? Who are you, anyway? I don't know what happens next. Just for a bit, I'm distracted from my thoughts about the ritual, and suddenly the world around me seems to turn off, like a TV screen. As if the lover realized that there's no point in continuing. I'm plunged into darkness. Okay. In the morning, with some incomprehensible laziness, I asked Mitsuki how she is feeling. How am I feeling? What do you mean? She is behaving as usual. Nothing bad happened to her. So what was all the fuss about? Is it the dead lover's idea of a good time? He is supposed to connect hearts, not fight his own boredom. Why would he do all this? Fear me? I don't want small talk. Mitsuki leaves, and for the rest of the day, all I can think about is the dead lover. Fear me. The spell worked. Senpai, brimming with joy, runs up to me and, without hiding his feelings, squeezes my hand in his. Is he gonna... Oh, wait, is the reality she went, like, quote-unquote, reality she went through when she lost all her limbs gonna happen? Is that gonna happen, but on his end, like, he loses all his limbs and she leaves or something? That would be insane. I'm so glad to see you. Forgive me for speaking so abruptly. Would you want to start over? Huh? What do you mean? Senpai hesitates. His cheeks turn scarlet, and definitely not because of cold weather. Deep inside, I feel triumphant. It worked. I defeated you, dead lover. defeated. I don't really want to start over something that never began in the first place, but the sheer fact of success is intoxicating. Sure, let's try. Hooray. My past self would have found his embarrassed smile charming. Oh, I have such a bad thing. Okay. What do you think, Fumi? Senpai's telling me about another card trick they invented at the club. Very interesting. Am I annoying you with my stories? Is that boring? No, it's tricks. Just tricks. How can they surprise a person who survived 3 nights with a dead lover? I'm sorry. Senpai's story that infused me with life while I was in the hospital, now seem dull, faded, monotonous. They no longer evoke emotion. I would be happy if they were at least annoying, but no, I don't care at all. Senpai himself is just as indifferent to me. Do you still have it? Senpai pulls out his hand out of his pocket and shows the pair of dice lying in the palm of his hand. I'm really glad. They're really important to me, and so are you. We walk some more. Oh, he's so screwed. Goodbye. See you soon. Bye. As soon as Senpai's figure disappears around the corner, I pull out a green cube from my pocket. Why am I carrying it around? With an annoyed snort, I toss the dice into bushes. Oh no. My soul feels empty. I no longer feel the excitement that had hit me before the trial. Dead lover. I wonder what he is thinking about. Is he bored like me? He probably feels lonely. His entire existence so drearily waits for the moment when someone decides to use the spell. How sad. I want to see him again. I want to go through the trials one more time, to feel the terror, the fear, the pain, and then the joy of great victory. And why not? I simply need to pick a new target and repeat the spell. Then I will meet with the dead lover again. Thus my sleepless nights begin. I don't care who I put under a spell. I photograph random guys, not thinking about how they would be pained by their love for a girl they'd never meet. Where are you? He comes again and again, looming in the window and only occasionally shaking his head. Who are you? What is your name? I gradually approach the window, as I'm afraid of scaring the lover away. His hands, drawing yet another go, are no longer frightening. You don't want to talk about yourself? Fine, then let's discuss the trial. Say something. No worries, I'll wait. He is probably shy. Who knows when he died, and for how many years he didn't speak. I don't want to pressure him, so I switch to completing trials. The first night always ends with me cutting off my pinky finger and then stabbing myself in the heart with a kitchen knife. Perhaps the lover thinks it will be beyond me to take my own life time after time. Well, he is wrong. Each blow marks a new victory, and I can no longer imagine my existence without victories. Gradually, the lover's presence begins to seep into the room. At first, I see a vague silhouette behind me when looking in the mirror, but soon it takes on human features. A translucent man resembles Senpai in some ways, though confusing the two is akin to madness. The lover is different. He is much more than an average schoolboy who loves silly tricks. Most likely, I'm subconsciously trying on him a familiar image that had once sent shivers down my spine. I'm sure that in time, Senpai's facial features would give way to the lover's true appearance. I can't help but go through the trials. They become more necessary to me than any drug. Without them, I feel empty and miserable. Time and again, night after night, I complete various trials. There is no end to the lover's fantasy, and to my happiness. The number of guys I've bewitched is growing. But they, seeing their feelings for me not being reciprocated, sink into the depths of despair and often kill themselves. I become a very popular girl. But I don't love them. Just as I don't love Senpai anymore. Nevertheless, I successfully complete the trials. After all, my feelings are sincere and strong. My love is stronger than anyone else's. Because I love you so much, dear lover. One time I even bewitched a boy who was Mitsuki's target. Ironic. Now he belongs to me as well. What do you have in store for me today, dead lover? Who do you love? Who? You, silly. You know the answer. What is love? For me, love is flow of continuous emotion that makes the world brighter and the air sweeter. Without love, I wouldn't survive. No, there is simply no point in living without the thrill of challenge and the pleasure of victory. What defines you? I don't understand why the lover is asking these strange, nonsensical questions. Perhaps he just doesn't know how to properly talk to girls. Cute. Oh my goodness. Cute. You're so cute, dead lover. Oh, beautiful, bad ending. I always pick the bad ending, I'm great at that. You're so cute, dead lover. He's still shy and wouldn't come into my room, appearing only in the reflection of the mirror. But I can touch his beautiful hand hovering in front of the glass. You mean this is beautiful? Goodness gracious. Oh, how I love the moment before the start of the first trial. Why can't the night last forever? I want to always be with you, but we are only allotted 3 nights. Then we have to start all over again. Looking for a boy, taking a picture of him, painting a beautiful silhouette on the window. Why do I need all these bewitched people? I only need one, but he doesn't even want to talk to me. What if... Why do brilliant thoughts come to mind so late? Now you will be mine and only mine. I reluctantly pull away from the black hand, pull my phone out of my pocket and take a few steps from the window. Now I have a picture of my true lover. The next ritual will be special for us. Will I be able to bewitch you, dead lover? Oh gosh, I automatically perform actions that have become a part of myself. I draw a silhouette on the window, put some lipstick on my lips and get ready to paint the head on the picture. A dull ache throbs in my temples, but I suspect it's from the lack of sleep. No worries, soon everything will be over. I turn off the lights and begin to wait. Minutes drag on forever. I glance at the clock every now and then, but immediately look away, squinting because the glow of the numbers is too bright. 1:40, 2:28, 3:33. The outline drawn on the window never gets filled with blackness. The dead lover doesn't come today. I stay up till morning without catching a wink. Of course, I don't need an easy victory. I prepare for a long and grueling battle. Night comes surprisingly quickly, though I don't remember going to bed or doing anything special. Will you come today? He doesn't come. There's no one outside the window again, but the lover's teasing only serves to fuel the fire of struggle in me further. Once again, I spent the day as if in a fog, waiting for another opportunity to summon the dead lover. Come to me, come. Where are you? The objects in front of my eyes are blurred, but I can clearly see a black figure frozen outside the window. He came, at last. I laughed with relief and joy. I was beginning to think that the lover would never show up. It's so good that I was wrong. So, what next? First trial. Yeah, right, a pinky finger and a heart. I take the familiar route to the kitchen. The hallway sways like the deck of a ship in a storm. It's a nice variation. Haven't seen that before. The kitchen looks different as well. The lover no longer tries to frighten me with the sight of blood, which hasn't been evoked. It hasn't been evoking any emotion in a long time. So this time she's seeing reality right now, so she's about to perform this in reality, you see. Instead of a staple picture, I'm shown a completely different reality. The outlines of furniture triple. Object seems distorted and almost turned inside out. The only clear object amidst the madness remains the knife, shining with a steely gleam in the middle of the table. Some things are consistent. For example, my love. To prove its unwavering strength, I take the knife and press the blade against the base of my pinky finger without hesitation. Today the pain isn't going anywhere. On the contrary, it's growing and burning with fire. I can hardly hold back my tears. It takes a lot of strength to pick up the knife again. My hands are shaking. I'll make it. Make it. In the name of love. But there's no greater feeling in the world. Because there's no greater feeling. Oops. I'm realizing I've been completely blocking these people the whole time. Oh, I'm so dumb. How did I not realize that until this very moment? I'm so sorry. They've been doing their crazy ass. My eyes darken, but I stubbornly bring the knife to my chest. All it takes is one strike. One. Why does it hurt so much? My vision goes black. The sharp pain makes me want to howl at the top of my voice. No matter. In the name of love, you'll put up with a lot more than that. As always, the morning greets me in bed. Okay, never mind. I thought for sure that it was reality she was seeing. That she did it on purpose. However, something is wrong. It doesn't take me long to realize that my hand is still aching with a dull throbbing pain. Huh? Why? My chest is also sore. The reflection in the mirror tells me that my shirt is torn at the point of impact, leaving a small cut on my skin. Usually as soon as the sun rose, the illusion would dissipate. This time the lover healed the fatal wound, but left a knife mark. Once again, things don't go as usual. What did I expect? I'm putting a spell on the dead lover himself, not some mere mortal. Surprise me more. The pain makes it hard to think straight. Is the first night over or not? So if a finger is missing, I'm still in the world of illusion. So the main trial is still ahead. Someone is ringing the doorbell. Have my parents returned? No, it's nonsense. Even back in reality, they never come so soon. Work, work, work. Always work. There's no way they do it in an illusion. Can it be? Swaying on stubborn legs, I hurry downstairs. My heart pounds against my ribs like a bird against the bars of a cage. Hurry. I nearly tumble down the stairs, afraid that he would change his mind and leave. I'm here. My hand starts bleeding and it takes me a while to turn the doorknob. Here. Oh. Is Senpai gonna kill us? It's him, my dear beloved, whose reflection I saw in the mirror. He is still resembling Senpai. I know it's only the mockery of an illusionary world playing with the images from a memory. But even with the Senpai's features, the lover looks different. Seems taller, radiates confidence and strength. Next to the lover, I want to be an ordinary girl suffering from loneliness and sadness. He would understand me, comfort me, support me. With him, I can be myself. Fuyumi. Come in, don't be shy. He crosses the threshold, though he seems hesitant. So the point of the trial is to persuade the lover to stay? Come on in. I carefully close the door, letting him into the hallway. It's amusing to watch the dead lover politely take off his shoes and walk into the lounge. I'm lost in speculation, not understanding what's required of me. Luckily, the lover himself gives me a clue. Your finger. Yeah, I got rid of it already. I frown, overcoming the pain in my temples. Pinky fingers. They are bound together by the scarlet thread of fate. Pinky fingers, scarlet thread. I cut off my pinky finger for the lover. So the lover must sacrifice his pinky finger for me, because love is the feeling of two people, not one. I finally realize it. I need to make it so that the scarlet thread connects us. Of course. What are you talking about? You know the answer. I smile widely and head for the kitchen. I have a feeling that I know what's going to happen. Oh, never mind. Oh, wonderful. The final trial is tricky indeed. I have to do my best to cut off the lover's pinky finger. It's a good thing I catch him off guard. After all, who am I to defeat a powerful spirit? Naturally, he gives in. He loves me as much as I love him. I love you. I can't help but smile. I can barely contain my gleeful laughter. Someday you'll answer. Don't worry. I'll wait. He's looking at me, smiling as well. Wonderful. You'll never abandon me, right? Is he dead? The lover nods faintly. Yeah, thought as much. I put my head down on his shoulder and cover my eyes lightly. I am happy. But from now on, we are bound by unbreakable ties. Now and forever. Three. Of course, we landed a 3. Once again, I've done something wrong. It's fine. Once again, it got really bad. Maybe I should be a writer? Make up horror stories and stuff. I don't want to read horror stories about totem bears. I feel a little dizzy. The fantasy shown in the flashback was very vivid. Felt so real. Scary, but real. You know, maybe you're right. Maybe you were able to see an alternate version of events. Alternative? Like another? Yeah. That one could have happened. In a parallel world, for example. I think I've seen an anime with a similar plot. Then I don't like these worlds. Me too. I don't like any world where Mitsuki died. It's too sad. I'll try to see the right version. Onward. Okay, so we immediately managed to die. Because I'm great at picking the wrong choice. I'm very good at that. So I have a little bit more time. So let's try that again. Let's return to the point of choose. This is gonna blink a bit. Okay, we have to choose. So either we condemned. Don't. You know, like. Okay, so that's every time that appears, I should do Aki's voice. I think that's Aki influencing the character. I understand it correctly. Let's go all the way for love this time. I've decided to see it through to the end, right? No matter what. It's not guaranteed that the lover is telling the truth. What's more, he's probably lying. He can't ruin Mitsuki's life since she had stopped participating in the trials. She is safe. Meanwhile, I have to go forward for myself, for Senpai. No way I'm backing down. I will hurt another person. Sent. This is it. I really sacrificed everything I could. Mitsuki suddenly opens her eyes. She sits up abruptly on the couch, then jumps to her feet and grabs her head with her hands. Her eyes round. How could you? I take a step back, bumping into the coffee table. Wait, no, you. How could you? What are you talking about? I saw him in my dream. The lover came and told me everything. You betrayed me? He was lying, right? A dream? I'm dreaming right now? Yeah, or not anymore? When did the trial end and reality begin? You condemned me to this? I don't know what to say. I feel hot and cold. I just want to die. I didn't think that... You didn't think? Didn't think? Are you shitting me? No, Mitsuki lunges at me and digs her fingers into my neck. I wheeze, trying to fight back, but the force with which the white fingers squeeze my throat is truly inhuman. Fumi, are you happy now? Are you really willing to do anything for Senpai's love? Does it mean so much for you don't even know him? Fumi, you two know nothing about each other. What does he like? What meals does he detest? Is he bad? When is his birthday? Does he have siblings? Does he like animals? Can he ride a bike? What does he eat for breakfast? What's his name? You know nothing about him. She's right, but I still love him. If needed, I'll accept all of him. His favorite dishes, musical taste and whatnot. I don't care. And I don't care about you, Mitsuki, either. I haven't known you any longer than I've known Senpai. Why should I care about you? You're an outsider. Nothing but a temporary episode of my life. Tomorrow, you will go home and I will block your number and put your very existence out of my mind. And live happily ever after with Senpai. Mitsuki rounds her eyes, dumbfounded. Her grip loosens for a moment. I breathe in the sweet air. But instead of convincing Mitsuki of anything or trying to get free, I only laugh. Mitsuki's face changes. She looks at me with disappointment. What a repugnant gaze. Jeez. The world drowns in blackness. The trial is over. I wake up in my bed. The silhouette painted in pink lipstick on the window is completely erased. The spell is successful. Mitsuki is already awake. To my surprise, she acts as usual, as if nothing happened. In a trembling voice, I inquire if she remembers anything from last night. Mitsuki is genuinely surprised. According to her, she slept like a dead person and didn't even have dreams. She looks like she's fine. I feel immense relief. So the lover was lying. He couldn't hurt Mitsuki. And he never actually harmed us either. He just gave us believable visions. What a fool I was for being afraid. In a great mood, I say goodbye to Mitsuki and watch her figure recede down the road. Never before has this life seemed so beautiful to me. I look up at the sky. It's the same as when I slipped on ice in the alley. It feels like 100 years has passed, yet the sky is still the same. But back then, I didn't know about Senpai, and now I'm a new me, transformed and ready to love. My heart thumps unkindly in my chest. The message tone reminds me of the dead lover, but of course, it isn't from him. The lover is in the past, and now Senpai wants to see me. He wants to talk immediately, and I think I know what about. Oh my gosh. Fuyumi. Senpai hugs me so tightly it breaks my breath. Takes my breath away. Breaks my breath. He's saying something, but I don't listen. I just revel in his presence and warmth. Could I feel any happier? From now on, we are forever bound together. Forever. See, lover? I made it. My love is stronger than anyone else's. Even Mitsuki gave up, but I didn't. Aren't I good? Come on, praise me, lover. Praise me, because I'm the one who made it so the senpai can't live without me. You know, Fuyumi? Yeah? I have a confession to make. I was so stupid to say it, but I thought I was in love with Mitsuki. Oh. What? Mitsuki? But it doesn't matter. It's in the past. Today I realized that I love you and only you. How could I be so wrong? Indeed, how? I feel empty inside. You wouldn't believe me, but even I decided to put Mitsuki under a spell. What? Put her under a spell? What are you talking about? Senpai laughs embarrassedly. Do you know the story of the dead lover? It's quite popular on the internet nowadays. So I've decided to try it. I drew a silhouette with a black marker and stared at it at night. It was scary. Senpai, can't be. Last night was the third night. I bewitched Mitsuki. Why? I love you. That's ridiculous. Yeah. Ridiculous. But now she loves me, right? What was it like in the spell? Now she can't live without me? Indeed. So says the article on Shamrock. The one you put under a spell begins to love you and only you. Blindly and incessantly. Of course, no one would put someone under a spell just to dump them afterwards. So I didn't even think about what happens to the bewitched if you suddenly say no to them. What will happen to Mitsuki? Condemn her to eternal suffering. Isn't fretting from unrequited love a torment? Isn't Mitsuki's life going to become unbearable? So unbearable that it's easier to just end it once and for all? Senpai, what have you done? What have I done? Senpai continues to hug me and be puzzled about why he'd even taken up the spell in the first place. His voice is calming. I don't want to think about anything else. Neither Mitsuki nor the lover. I've already betrayed Mitsuki once before, didn't I? I willingly threw her into the depths of hell. So what does it matter what happens to her? Why should I care about her fate? I doubt we will ever see each other again. All doubts were cast back at the third trial, for I found my only happiness. My precious love. Oh my god. Oh, guys. My throat constricts with a spasm. What's wrong? What happened? Fuyumi, she betrayed. Toma claps her hands together forcefully. Everything's fine. Yeah, Fuyumi, Fuyumi who? I'll tell you in a minute. Just when I managed to calm down, I realized that I've been clutching something in my hand the whole time. Once again, one that grazes, and once again I haven't noticed pulling her out. The doll resembles Fuyumi a lot. Before, she looked like a rosebud ready to bloom from her overflowing love. Now her deceptive feelings are black droplets spewing from the slit in her chest. A bright scarlet thread stretches from the ragged arm. Huh? How? The thread is connected to my own pinky finger. How come? An unknown force pulls the doll forward. Toward the ceiling. Tied by the thread, my hand is swung up. The doll raises higher and higher, the fabric of the dress completely blackened. I rise on my tippy toes, but the thread forces my hand to follow higher and higher. It hurts. Hold on. Toma grabs me by my wrist and pulls me down. The doll doesn't even flinch. The ceiling becomes infinitely distant. If it keeps going like this, I'd be sucked right into its pinky maw. Or worse, the ligaments will fail and tear, leaving me without an arm. No. The doll shudders, as if from silent laughter. A knife falls to the floor from beneath the blood-soaked hem. A second knife follows suit. The steel sweeps close to my face, scratching my cheek. Toma yelps quietly. Stop. Hold on. Toma grabs one of the fallen knives and tries to cut the scarlet thread. But as soon as the steel touches it, a desperate cry pierces the room. Large scarlet droplets flow down the thread. They crawl up my sleeve and soak the fabric more and more, and sting my skin unbearably. Stop. Come on. Stop, it hurts. The thread breaks. I collapse to the floor, coughing. My skin under the heavy sleeves burns with fire. I want to rip off my jacket, my sweater, my very skin, leaving only emotionless bones, just to get rid of the agony. The hell? A moment later, the vision vanishes. The ceiling goes the same. The knives dissolve among the enochore stalks. The doll is nowhere to be seen. Oh, the pain is gone as well. I examine my hand in bewilderment. White and clean, not bound by a scarlet thread. Toma helps me to my feet. How are you? I'm okay, but it's scary. Horribly scary. Toma pokes the empty box with her index finger. The cardboard no longer holds an attachment that should have been severed. So, what did you see? Mitsuki met a girl from another school. They tried to bewitch the boys they liked. But an ancient man came and... Oh, hold on, let me get my thoughts together. I tell Toma about how Fuyumi fell in love with Senpai, whose name remained a mystery to her. How vivid emotions became more important to her than love. How she sacrificed Mitsuki, condemned her to eternal torment to win. Cruel. Yeah, insidious. And for what? I'm so damn angry. So, what do we have? Mitsuki died because she couldn't stand the curse Fuyumi put on her. It's unfair. Mitsuki has nothing to do with some schoolgirl's stupid sugar dreams. Why does she have to pay for it? Because dark magic makes people suffer? This is so damn unfair. Agreed. Or we don't know something. And I'm not quite sure why there are so many details in Mitsuki's memories that she couldn't have known about. Oh, indeed. She was asleep and not present at Fuyumi's third trial. I don't mean just the trials. Why do you think it's like that? Magic? So Mitsuki died because the lover's spell? This memory is a rather vague ending. Not vague at all. Fuyumi got her love. I think true love is great, but what Fuyumi had was different. Do you know what it is, love? And you've never liked any boy? No, of course not. Oh. What's the matter? I stammer. A memory flashes in my mind. He looks just like him. Oh my goodness. He looks exactly like him. I'm curious about that, but oh well. I'm gonna send us on a raid, because I need to end here. I only have like 9 minutes on me until someone's gonna be here. So Let's go say hi to someone. Let's go give some free hugs. Let's go and say hello, hi. There we go. So yeah, thank you for watching. We'll see if I do like a mini stream later. I might do that because I'm obsessed with this game. I'm way too obsessed. I need to read more. So send them some hugs. Have a good rest of your night, day, afternoon, evening, morning, and all the other things that I missed. Bye 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 bye.